Okay, welcome back everyone. Welcome back to another stream. Let me do my quick audio check. Audio seems fine. So that's great. Today is the Developer Direct. Really looking forward to that. How have you guys been? How's your day been? They actually cut off my electricity this morning, which was great. I got notified before, of course, but when I came back from work, I had to like reset everything. Thankfully, my streaming setup was unaffected and everything still worked great. At least I hope it does. Stream seems to be live. And the bitrate and everything seems to be okay too. So as always, hope you guys enjoy today's stream. And if you do, hit that follow button, hit that sub button if you're on YouTube. Join our little family by hitting that. Every little bit helps. Much appreciated. And let's watch the Developer Direct together and see what awaits us. I don't know why. I tried to find like the English live stream thing, but for some reason only like, I guess because I'm in Germany, I guess everything else is hidden for me. I can only see the German thing, I guess, but it should still be in English. It just says Deutsch. Whatever. Should be fine. If not, I'm gonna jump over to a different one. But everyone in chat obviously speaks. So it seems to be a unified chat, which is nice. Anyways, as soon as the stream starts, I am going to turn down the music, obviously, and I'm going to go to full screen. But until then, I thought some music would still be fine. I wonder what the surprise game is going to be this time around. I don't expect necessarily like Shadow Drop, so a game that we get to play right after the event. It would be a little bit crazy if they do that every year. But there's definitely going to be some fifth game that we don't expect. Obviously, we're going to see Indiana Jones, which is going to be amazing. I can't wait. If it's gonna be anything like the Wolfenstein games, should be fine. Actually, while we're waiting for that, I do still have another thing open. So let me pull that up. There we go. I do have the Paul World release date announcement trailer, which came out like last week or, well, 9 days ago. Dude, the time flies. It's crazy. 9 days ago. Whatever. It is really cool and a really interesting game. I'm really looking forward to that. And I will be streaming this game when it comes out tomorrow. So one of our streams tomorrow will be changing to PAL, but probably the earlier one. But I will see. While we are waiting for the Xbox Direct stream to start, which should still be a couple of minutes, let's watch this real quick. It's so crazy if you think about it. You have like Game Freak, who literally 90% of their development goes into Pokemon. And they bring out games that, I mean, they bring out Pokemon games, which is cool, but they bring games out, if it wouldn't be attached to the Pokemon name, you couldn't sell those games because they are really bad when it comes to like performance and everything. And then there comes an indie studio who basically does Pokemon, but good looking in 3D, with guns, obviously, but I mean, whatever. It's Pokemon. What do you want? Well, it's Palmon, I guess. And it seems, from what the trailer showed, it is a survival game as well, so you will be eating some of your pals. Palworld. I'm really looking forward to that. And it comes into Game Pass right away. Amazing. I did not actually expect that. I did not expect this game to come into Game Pass, but I'm so happy that it does. Really looking forward to that. I actually expected this game to be... When they announced the trailer that it comes into Game Pass and it comes out tomorrow, I kind of felt like this would have been actually a big thing for them to show, like as a shadow drop, you know, on the event. But I guess not. I guess it's not big enough. I wonder what they show. So if they show a Banjo-Kazooie, I'm going to freak out. And we are going to play through all of the Banjo-Kazooies before that game comes out then. If you missed it, we did play through the first Banjo-Kazooie on the 64. Well, we played it on the Rare Replay version, but we played it over the holidays. So if you missed out on those streams, you can still check them out on YouTube. I'm not sure, they shouldn't... I think they're already gone on Twitch. But you can still check those out on YouTube. Yeah, I wonder what the fifth game is going to be. Such big hitters too, and all of those games are supposedly coming out this year. It's kind of nuts. Hellblade, Indiana Jones alone would be enough for 1 year. But then you have, what's it called? Something of Midnights. Yeah. What's it called again? The Obsidian game. I forget. God, you have so many good games. I also was thinking it might be Silksong, the fifth game that we're getting. But that I'm not sure. Would they drop Silksong as an Game Pass day one game that comes out today or tomorrow or whatever? So basically after the event. Would they do that? Could be. If that's the case, it's crazy that nobody has heard anything about Silksong. Four more minutes until the event starts. I'm really hoping for some sort of... We are not gonna get a Banjo-Kazooie. That would be actually just a miracle if we get that. We will get one at some point. I'm pretty sure about that. Fortnite 2, someone says in the chat. Really? Are you serious? Why would they ever make Fortnite 2? They just keep developing Fortnite. There's no really a reason to go into Fortnite 2. It's a free-to-play anyways. Oh yeah, the Gears collection. It could be the Gears collection, right? That could be one thing that they could show too. Huh. That could be a thing that they could show. The Gears collection. I wonder if that's gonna be it. That would be a pretty big thing too, right? Two minutes left. Someone says Xbox lost. Who? Why would... It hasn't even started, dude. Perfect Dark. There's no way we see Perfect Dark. is not coming out this week, this year, and this showcase is supposed to be games that are actually coming out this year. So there's no way it's gonna be Perfect Dark. Forza Horizon 8, no way. Acquisition of Sega would be another thing. While we still have time, let's talk about this, because I'm kind of really annoyed that nobody, every time in any podcast I hear about this, when they talk about Sega and maybe being acquired and all the benefits, and they talk about Sonic, they talk about Yakuza, they talk about Persona, they talk about all the great games, yeah? But nobody talks about the obvious. The actually most obvious thing. And I think Microsoft should think about acquiring, actually, even if it's not a video game company, should at least make collaboration with them. Because Sega is the official developer for all of the Hatsune Miku games. And I've heard never anybody talk about this. 90% of the Hatsune Miku games are all made by Sega. And that is such a big market. Why is I never understood why nobody has ever talked about this when it comes about when it's about the tema or the topic of someone, even if it's like PlayStation, if it's Nintendo, someone acquiring basically Sega. I've never heard that come up, which is so weird because it's such a big market and Sega is literally the developer for those games. Anyways, let's get back. We are not getting a Sega acquisition on this as an announcement. That would be ridiculous. It is the probability of that happening on this event is as high as us getting a Banjo-Kazooie trailer. A new Banjo-Kazooie, basically. There's no way we're getting any of this. The highest possibility is probably the Gears collection, but I'm not sure. Contraband, maybe. Stalker 2, maybe. Actually. Yeah, someone type Banjo. Don't get my hopes up, man. Imagine if you're getting a Banjo. Okay, let's go. Okay. Let's get that to full screen. How's the volume? That is a little bit high. Damn. Dude, that's a crazy high, isn't it? Should turn that down quite a bit. Let me turn it down to about here. That should be fine. Damn, that's loud. Yeah, that should be better. Okay, it's still loud, but you should be able to hear me over it now. Yeah, it should be okay. If I should turn it down or something, tell me. Tell me in chat, as always. 18 and up. Of course, as long as there's one game in there. And they have to do that. Yeah, developers. 4 studios. For unique games. What image quality are we running at? 1440p. I'm not even streaming that, so let's go down to 1080p so we have better bitrate. Because I noticed a little bit of stuttering there. And I'm streaming it in 1080p anyways, so... Yeah, developers. Yeah, and there's room for a fifth one in the bottom right corner. Obsidian. We're starting with obsidian. I do like the transitions and everything that they've going there.
Welcome to Obsidian Entertainment. I'm so proud to share with you our upcoming fantasy action RPG, Avowed.
Oh, Avowed.
Adventure into the heart of the living lands. A frontier.
Right, we are going to see something about Avowed. I forgot about that.
A mysterious spiritual plague and discover a secret at the heart of the living lands. At Obsidian, we love
Skyrim 2.0.
Deep themes, dynamic gameplay, and thoughtful reactivity. And Avowed is no different. We set out to blend the believable and fantastical to give players a world and experience like no other. It's colorful, it's vibrant, it's strange. It's one of the most incredible settings in the world.
Icky border.
There's going to be a lot of great secrets to discover, one of which has a really personal connection to you as the player character.
Okay.
And you're going to have a great time getting to know those secrets and leaving your mark on the world. And when it comes to encounters, our combat brings the best of the moment-to-moment fun that comes with action-oriented gameplay and the depth and breadth of choice that you get with an RPG.
I mean, it looks really good.
Here to talk more about Avowed's combat is Gabriel Paramo, gameplay director.
Here at Obsidian, our team's overarching goal is to empower you with choice. So we developed a flexible combat system that allows you to quickly swap from spellcasting and sharpshooting to melee combat. We want to give you the freedom to mix and match your loadout to fit the way you want to play from moment to moment, uninterrupted. For all battles, you can combine a variety of weapons, attacks, and abilities for tactical advantages against a wide range of enemy types. It's not just hacking and slashing. You're making real-time decisions about when to use your abilities, powerful melee attacks, blocks, parries.
To be honest, this would be a great VR game.
If you choose to approach combat with a one-handed wand, it feels quick and snappy when dealing damage to enemies at mid-range. Using the Tanglefoot ability, you can stop enemies in their tracks, giving you the opportunity to focus on weaker or tougher combatants in an intentional and controlled manner. It's important to pay attention to the types of enemies you're dealing with. Some units are extremely defensive, some are brutishly difficult, and others you must make sure you prioritize or their healing capabilities will put you in a tough spot.
Makes sense.
To help with the different encounters you will face, we provide customizable loadouts that can be quickly switched during combat.
Okay.
That means you can play however you want. Equip a sword and shield and charge into battle.
So many loadouts can you have?
Control the encounter mid-range. Or even dual-wield wands to feel like a gunslinging mage. You could use your enchanted wand to freeze enemies, and then use your offhand weapon's power attack to shatter them.
Ooh, nice.
Hard to keep and manageability during combat.
Players will have ample choices for how to build and progress their envoy in the world of the living lands as they get to know the game and the story and explore the many diverse regions. Some quests in Avowed will have you make difficult decisions with profound
no stream
consequences. Like this side quest you may encounter in Shatterscarp, the third region you'll explore on your journey through the living lands. As you're exploring, you come across the bodies of these fallen soldiers, and as
we're getting actual gameplay.
The remains of the battle, it's up to you to determine who, if anyone, is at fault.
Just the four of us: Manu, Kiri,
Are we still online?
Ruki, and me, training under Captain Ruiki, trying to keep Thirdborn safe.
I think we are.
You're a gang of vigilantes.
Right?
Not that I'm one to judge.
Here, take my badge. Take everyone's. Our families deserve.
Yeah, we are still online.
For them.
Making the right
think.
choice isn't always what it seems. We embrace moral nuance and gray areas, trusting players to make tough decisions in complicated situations.
My squad and I rested in the cave by the water last night, and as we were sleeping, we were ambushed by those miserable Zoribs. I was
Those
so surprised.
Sorbs. No.
So dark. I just got separated from everyone else. But look, I can't face those monsters alone, but I have to know if anyone else made it out. Of course he did. Sergeant Asui never has a thought he won't say out loud. So what did he tell you? That Captain Ruiki was sick? That I was paranoid? That I was a dumb baby? I heard it all often and loudly. Wait, if you found Sergeant Asui, why is he not here with you? What happened?
At the end of the quest, you have a choice. When you confront Private Naoki, if you believe the story he's told you, you can hand over the badges and let him go back home.
You're
So
right.
typical
Real
RPG.
battle isn't something you can prepare for, is it? It's not my fault. No, they should have never have camped in the cave. I'll take the badges. I'm going back to Third Born.
But if you confront him, if you believe that he fled the site of the battle as an act of cowardice, then he might challenge you to a fight to reclaim his honor.
Makes
Either
sense.
way, when you return to town, you'll see the consequences of your actions and the choices you made during this quest. Creating an immersive experience like Avowed is anchored in the world we build. Art director Matt Hansen and the team have worked to create a unique, colorful, and dynamic visual style.
From the outset, we knew that we wanted Avowed setting to feel rich, weird, and wonderful. We found inspiration in a wide swath of real-world cultures, helping us create a unique RPG experience. By contrasting the vibrant with the dull, or verdant spaces with sickly ones,
It's way more vibrant than like something like Skyrim. That's for sure.
The living lands
But it's not overbearing, I think.
Untamed valleys with widely varied biomes, from luxuriant forests to volcanic wastes. And each of those regions itself is a conflux of storied landscapes. All of the regions have a lot of special things associated with them, but I have a deep place in my heart for Shatterscarp. As you're wandering the wastes of Shatterscarp, you might notice off in the distance a vibrant jewel of color. By transitioning from destitute, muted tones of a wasteland of sand and marching in towards a beautiful oasis, there's the opportunity there for life, for adventure, and even a little danger.
Ooh.
We hope you've enjoyed this look at Avowed. We're thrilled to share more about the game in the coming months, and we can't wait for you to explore the living lands when Avowed launches this fall.
In fall, huh? Okay. This is gonna be a late game one, late year one. It looks really good. Basically, if you like Skyrim, if you like Elder Scrolls, you will like this. Ooh, that's a cool art. That's cool artwork. I like that. Would be a nice screensaver actually. Fall 2024. That looks cool. Now what? Ninja series next. This is gonna be interesting. Ninja House. Nice.
Hi, I'm Don Matthews, studio head here at Ninja Theory in Cambridge, UK. We're now in the final months of development on Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, and the team is working hard to bring you an unforgettable journey into Senua's unique world and her battle for survival, where we have once again combined high fidelity and immersive presentation with a shorter, narrative-led experience that focuses on the things that we
Really, the only thing that they needed to work on was their combat system. Everything else was already great. If this game has just a better combat system, it would be already great, but this game looks to be like much better than the first one.
But not just her quest
In every like
Senua herself has grown
aspect.
since the first Hellblade. She's made peace with her past and is no longer in such fear of her visions and voices. While the Furies are still her constant companions, she encounters new people along the way, some of which will value her unique perspective, and others who will reject it.
Little by little, this settlement became my tribe.
In the game, Senua arrives in 10th century Iceland on the trail of the Vikings who have been enslaving her people. In the story, we're trying to be as faithful to history as we can up to a point, establishing a solid framework and then building more surreal elements on top. Senua will face up to giants who have plunged the land into chaos, and which in turn has seen the rise of the Droiga, a violent threat that has swept through the settlements since she'll discover. Senua will make new enemies and also new allies who will come to see her unique perspective as a beacon of hope. And she'll discover, along with us, how this viewpoint can have its advantages.
This game looks really nice.
Senua is a Celtic warrior who experiences psychosis, seeing things that other people don't, hearing voices, and having unique beliefs about the world around her. To bring Senua's perspective of the world to life in a truthful way, we have once again worked closely with Professor Paul Fletcher at the University of Cambridge, as well as people with lived experience of psychosis.
What does that mean? It's terrifying.
Players will find themselves traversing beautiful and hostile environments, seeking answers from patterns and signs that Senua sees in her own unique way, and battling through encounters with enemies that will push Senua to her limits.
On Saga, we've taken everything to the next level. With a new motion capture space, a bigger stage team, a stunt crew, and a new cast.
Yeah, if you think about that, this was a small team when they did the first game, and they did such a good job with the first game.
How can we make this fight feel different from the previous fight?
Imagine what they can do now,
For the sequel.
how this game is going to be now, that they have actual resources to work with.
The ability to actually tell a story throughout it. It does feel very different from the first game, but it's very brutal and you're very invested in it. Senua isn't a superhero. She's fighting for survival, and we want the player to feel her struggle in every step of her journey. We want the player to always feel like they just scraped through, just survived it.
Mel knows Senua better than anyone, better than I do. Her instincts are amazing, and she really doesn't need
What
much help.
crazy equipment they have,
On
though.
stage, our main focus
kind of
is
nuts.
storytelling. So I get to watch the actors and see all the beautiful expressions on their faces, and then I have to wait a little while, and then I get
Motion
to see that
tracking is
all
kind of
again,
nuts that they've
in-game, in costume,
have
on
going there.
Location, everything. It's a great experience, a great process.
Every discipline in the studio is unified in achieving a deep level of immersion to help suspend your disbelief and pull you into Senua's story. We were lucky enough to do a few reference gathering trips in Iceland. You have to be there. The sense of scale, everything is incredible. And you see a scene or you see a small section of the game and you're like, yeah, that works, that's amazing.
Senua experiences reality differently, and a part of this manifests in the voices she hears.
When is this game going to come out? Probably, I would say,
a good representation.
I'm not sure if they can make it before summer.
As we focus in immersion,
It would be cool though.
It's perfect for this because through headphones, you.
Yeah, you definitely have to play this with headphones.
In the first game, we only applied to the voices that Senua.
You can only really play this without headphones if you have like a thousands of dollars audio system with like crazy amounts of speakers and everything. But
so everything is specialized around you, and it's a very beautiful experience.
God, I'm already freaking out with ambient noises in Alan Wake and Minecraft and games like that.
Fast and deep, Hellblade.
Make me hurt, psychologically speaking.
On the music, we are working with Heilung, which for me is a personal privilege because I really admire them. We feel their craft, their depth, their meaning in the music. It really connects with our game and elevates it to something really special. We are also working with a heavy metal singer, throat singers, and our very own
Ooh,
they sing so beautiful.
That's nice.
And we add that binaural touch of music. So this all creates a very immersive and a very special and unique experience.
Our mission here at Ninja Theory is to craft life-changing art with game-changing tech. And that's our aim in Senua's Saga Hellblade 2 is to not only see where Senua goes next, but to deliver something really meaningful for our players.
My hope is that they will really connect to Senua as a character, and even if they can't really relate to what she's going through, maybe they know someone that relates to that character and they can then understand that person better.
Well, I don't want to sound cheesy, but in a way I'm Senua, right? She exists and doesn't. It exists through all of our work, through every ninja. So we all are Senua, and we are creating this character that grows and grows and grows and grows and keep growing and keep changing. So that makes it real.
I'm so proud of the love.
And it's nice to see that they all really enjoy what they're doing.
Putting into Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. Our hope is to not only create a game that is great to play, but to craft an experience that leaves you thinking and feeling. From our combat gameplay through to our action set pieces, from our cinematic scenes to our puzzle solving, everything is crafted in service of Senua's journey. A journey that you can embark on May 21st.
May 21st. Huh, that's sooner than I expected. Awesome. We actually get an exact release date. I'm not a fan of exact release dates, to be honest. But I guess it's close enough that they can give one. Interesting. Ooh, unknown user guest. Is that our secret game? Oh. Wait, Square Enix? What? Really? Square? Of all the things... I've heard rumors that we would be getting Final Fantasy or something. Final Fantasy VII, the remake, to Xbox finally, but...
My name is Masaru Oyamada, producer for the Mana series here at Square Enix. 聖剣伝説 Visions of Mana の情報を Xbox ユーザーの皆さんにいち早くお伝えできる機会をいただけて
Vision of Mana.
コンソールゲームとしては約17年ぶりとなる聖剣伝説シリーズの完全新作。聖剣伝説シリーズは1991年にファイナルファンタジー
Right, Secrets of Mana was a game.
マナと聖剣をめぐって描かれる愛をテーマに個性豊かなキャラクターたち。心に響く楽曲
Right, Trails of Mana, I've heard of that at least. Dawn of Mana. And I guess a new game, Vision of Mana, is coming out, huh?
本作は30年以上の歴史あるシリーズの最新作となるため、これま
I
で
know the franchise, but I've not really played it that much.
しっかり感じられるものを目指して鋭意制作中です
Interesting.
フィールドでは自然や精霊とのつながりを感じられる
Okay.
色彩豊かな聖剣伝説の世界を体験してもらえると思います。シリーズおなじみのモンスターたちも本作に登場しています。
Looks interesting, definitely.
今回これらのおなじみのモンスターたちを作り
Looks like actually quite a lot of fun.
の生みの親である石井浩一さんとともに聖剣伝説 Visions of Mana の内容を紹介していきたいと思います。
Hello, I am Koichi Ishii from Grabs. I am so happy to introduce the newest game in the Mana series to Xbox players. 初期の頃からシリーズ作品に登場しているモンスターたちは私が考案したものですが、中には小学生の頃
I appreciate when they try to introduce themselves in English, even if they can't really speak English that well. A nice gesture.
形で最新化して聖剣伝説 Visions of Mana に落とし込むか、デザインの方向性からモデルの完成イメージまでを監修する立場でプロジェクトに参加しました。
Aww. Aww, cute mushroom.
聖剣伝説ファイナルファンタジー外伝を作っていた頃から自分の頭の中ではモンスターたちは立体的に生き生きと動いて、これまで自分が携わった作品ではそれらをどうやって当時の技術で表現できるかにこだわって作ってきました。最新作では聖剣伝説のモンスターたちのただ可愛いだけではなく恐ろしさの部分もしっかりと表現できているので、バトル中はモンスターたちの表情にも注目してください。
これまで
Whoa.
聖剣伝説シリー
Lots
ズ
of AoE
空を旅
happening.
す海を渡る手助けをしてくれる頼もしい仲間たちがいましたが、今作には広大なフィールド探検に欠かせない新たな仲間が登場
Aw.
します。
Whoa, that's a huge
陸
mount.
上を猛スピードで駆け回ってくれるピックル。ピックルも石井さんが新たに考案してくださっています。
新たな仲間を考えるにあたっては、今作のマスコットキャラクター
KU
になるくら
felt
い
open world to
可愛い
explore.
動物にしたいという漠然とした思いがありました。その上で、ヨークシャテリアの毛並み、見た目はアルマジルによく似た仙山港や古代
It's like a
エジプト人
fox
のアヌビスの子供といった
crossed
具
with
体的な
like
イメージが浮かんできて、それぞれの特徴を取り入れながらラフデザインを書き起こしました。デザイナーにも
almost
ア
a
イデアを出してもらい
porcupine
ながら
maybe.
足の長さや丸まった時のイメージなどゲームの中での見え方も考えながら調整を重ねていき、ピックルは誕生しました。
He's very
もう一つ
spiky
の
boy.
挑戦は楽曲面です。過去さまざまなコンポーザーが携わられた楽曲の雰囲気が感じられつつも、最新作として素晴らしい新たな楽曲が生まれました。 BGM でもしっかり聖剣伝説シリーズらしさを感じてもらえると思います。過去シリーズの楽曲を手掛けたクリエイターたちが全100曲という大ボリュームの制作に挑んでくれました。新たな試みとしてフィールドの探索からバトルまでをシームレスに体験でき
Adaptive
る
music system.
今作ではインタラクティブミュージックを導入しており、冒険の没入感を高めてくれます。探索中の BGM がバトルに入った瞬間、アレンジが切り替わる様
Oh,
を
I
実際に
see.
聞いてみましょう。
I see. So basically, it fluently switches between battle music and like roaming music or exploration music.
聖剣伝説のアクション部分が強化されています。空中でのアクションがバトルの鍵となっており、武器での攻撃だけでなく魔法での攻撃も可能になっています。そして
It's nice that there actually seem to be like really big amounts, big groups of enemies that you can fight.
その力を
It seems really like
バトルを手助けしてくれるよう
full.
になります。
Maybe that's not the right word. Maybe more
様々な特性の違いがありますので、その効果とともに
very lived in basically this world. It's not like you come across like 1-2 guys. You can actually come across a whole pack,
オリジナルモンスター
which is nice.
ピックルにも注目してほしいのですが、聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナーは聖剣伝説らしさを感じてもらえる作品になるよう、小山田君を中心にチームのみんなが頑張って作ってくれていますので、ぜひ
Okay.
発売日を楽しみに待っていてください。私
When
自
is
身
it?
もプレイするのを楽しみにしています。
聖剣伝説シリーズとして初めて Xbox ユーザーの皆さんにお届けする本作。
Yeah, I thought as much.
ビジョンズ・オブ・マナは今後も
First
様々な
Mana series game on Xbox.
ぜひご期待ください。この夏、この忘れられない冒険を Xbox ユーザーの皆さんに楽しんでいただける日が
In
今から待
summer.
ちきれません。
That's a good summer game, I think. Okay. A nice little game to play in summer. That's nice. Probably gonna come out on other consoles too, but who cares? It's nice that it comes to Xbox too. Finally. After like forever. Oxide. What was that game again?
Hello, and welcome to Oxide Games. We founded the studio in 2013 with our decades of personal experience building some of the most beloved strategy games of all time, like
Oh, right.
Civilization 5. We came together to create something new and innovative in a genre we all love. Our History Untold is the game we've dreamt of.
Right, History Untold. I remember this.
Historical gamers,
It looked really cool, but
4X gamers.
I
It
kind
features
of
all the depth and gameplay fans of this genre love, where you look
fell out of this strategy game genre.
and engage with your rivals.
Early on, I played it a lot, but
it isn't just more of the
I
same.
played a lot of them, but
With Ara, we wanted to challenge some of the preconceived notions about the genre, push it forward in a modern, empowering, and truly compelling and approachable way.
For example, we have over 100 instruments on display in the office.
Nice.
Which are all things that we purchased in order to add to the soundtrack and expand the game and make it really good.
just the guy with the creaking door too. Instead of buying so many instruments, how about
Started in his basement.
nice?
It's
How
been an
about
amazing
buying some
process
oil
see
to
the
like
concept to completion.
get the door
We
not
started
creaking?
small, building a robust game engine, questioning our design assumptions, and
That's so
prototyping out
funny.
features, rediscovering what made
Little
us
bit of
fall
a
in love with
blooper.
strategy games in the first place.
The end result is Ara, a historical grand strategy game that presents a living world where you can rule how you want to rule and chart your own path to becoming the most prestigious nation on the planet.
For Ara, we knew we needed deep systems with outcomes that encourage exploration and give players the power to experiment and make meaningful strategic choices while still having agency over their playstyle.
We also wanted to explore more in different parts of history and give players from around the world.
And finally, we knew that for players to feel the impact of their decisions, they would need to see their choices reflected in the game world itself, not just through numbers on a menu. One of the first differences you'll see when you dive into Ara is what we call the living world. It's a procedurally generated alternate Earth, bursting with
Okay.
life. An
Makes sense.
intuitive, authentic, and immersive space, a blank canvas for players to paint the society of their dreams.
The living world isn't just a map. It reflects the choices players make over the course of the game.
So, and you get a random starting location, I guess.
Cultural influence on architecture over time.
So how much of the world can you actually
living their lives and reacting to the
develop?
changes. We want players to feel like they're truly occupying the world, leading their people as they thrive and grow. Core to the vision of Ara is our philosophy of rule how you want to rule. And no feature better exemplifies this than the prestige system.
To win a game of Ara, players will compete with their rivals to build the most influential, impressive, and important nation the world has ever known. This is measured by prestige, the player's score that proves their worth as a leader.
The prestige system gives players the chance to decide what kind of leader they want to be. Do they want to pursue great works of arts and culture? Military might? Scientific advancement? The choice is theirs. In Ara, there
We've
are
got
no set
Max. Let's go.
Players get to decide what is most important to them and focus and prioritize on those goals while still being able to win the game.
Personally, when I play Ara, I like to build triumphs. Triumphs are our collection of incredible monuments
Can we
and
build
architectural
ourselves a
achievements
Voltron
from
though?
human history.
That is
Like
the
Great
question.
Pyramid of Giza. They're hard to build, but worth it, giving huge prestige bonuses and game-changing abilities to the nation that constructs them.
Another
To the player that they generally won't see often in the 4X genre, succeeding at balancing, gathering the right things, turning them into the tools that you need, and then finally getting to the outcome or reward of something like an important improvement or triumph just changes the challenge.
Okay, so there are multiple steps to get to the stuff that you need to build, like the more rewarding structures and stuff like that.
Into all manner of goods and components.
I see.
Those are the foundation for everything.
No.
International trade, to improving their cities and citizens' lives, and even manufacturing the weapons necessary to draft military units. The crafting system in Ara encourages thoughtful, advanced planning. It rewards players
bit rate drop for a second there.
outcome of all their collective decisions, and not just the individual ones.
I'm proud of the work that's gone into our simultaneous turn
Got some
system.
drop frames there.
Many strategy games have players alternate taking turns and reacting to their opponent's moves. In Ara, all players' actions are resolved at the same time. This rewards players' ability to navigate uncertainty, to predict and strategically plan for a variety of scenarios in the moment. This system makes Ara just feel more real. In a typical strategy game, once your turn is finished, you have to wait for a long time. With simultaneous
sense.
turns, generally speaking, those times are very low. You get to keep playing the game and stay engaged rather than having those periods of downtime where you're not doing anything.
It's
Okay.
not easy sifting through all of history and picking what to include. For Ara, we wanted to offer a fresh perspective, so we looked at cultures and societies throughout the millennia with the broadest lens possible.
Where this approach really shines is in our leaders. Leaders are so often seen as military personnel or prominent government figures, but leaders come in so many different forms. They're thought leaders, scientific and cultural prodigies, and many more.
Each leader in Aura has a number of special abilities determined by their personality traits, as well as a powerful and unique leader trait informed by their contributions to world history.
With a diverse global roster, we know players will find leaders that they will want to play.
So you have actually a nice choice of variety there.
Leaders are handed the reins of power.
For us at Oxide, player feedback is the only way to really understand what you're making. It gives us that
What the
priceless
heck?
perspective from the people we're working
Did she add that under her desk?
Building the game
That's funny.
alongside real players has given us that critical player feedback. In the end, we believe this makes for a deeper connection between the players and the game.
One of my favorite examples is when we first introduced the concept of dangerous wildlife to the game. It turns out, in our first iteration, it was maybe a little bit too aggressive or disruptive. We knew we should probably make a change when one of our insiders made a forum post that was just,
Cougars, cougars,
Cougars, I hate cougars!
Someone get these feline demons away from me. I'm happy to report, based on more recent feedback, that I think we ended up in a good place with the overall threat level of
That is funny.
to a player's citizenry.
So many cougars.
It's been years of hard work to bring you a strategy experience like no other. And we're so excited that we can finally see the finish line.
Lol.
We can't wait for players to get their hands on the game later this year.
But the launch of Aura is only the beginning. We are going to maintain our insider program after the release date and continue to listen to players and support the game into the future.
On behalf of everyone at Oxide Games, thank you for joining us today. We can't wait for you to play Aura and to create your own history.
Fall 20. Also fall, huh? We have 2 games in fall now. None of the games they've shown come out early this year. So, meaning the next 2 months, 2-3 months. So, are we getting Indiana Jones this soon? Is it coming out like in a month or so? Is that what you're telling me? There's no way, right? This is not happening, right?
Och välkommen till Uppsala, Sverige, här hos Machine Games.
Exactly.
We are really excited to finally be able to share our work on Indiana Jones. Since the first film came out, Indiana Jones has always represented the ultimate adventure. Even today, it's one of the most...
Yeah, it's what Tomb Raider is based on, it's what Uncharted is based on. It's basically the origin of all of those.
You are Indiana Jones. You will see through his eyes and experience a journey that we hope lives up to the proud legacy of Indiana Jones. When Todd Howard first told us about his vision for the game, we knew we would be a very good fit to help bring it to life.
I've wanted to make an Indiana Jones game forever. I'd had this idea for what it would be like and the story, what Indy was going after, what period of his life it was in, what kind of arc he was going to have. And as the years went on, I thought, who would be like the best studio in the world to make this? And it was my friends at Machine Games. I can remember pitching Lucasfilm on the game and being, a little bit nervous because, look, it's, Indiana Jones, and their response was just overwhelmingly positive, and just that excitement has bled through the whole project, and they have just been so trusting and supportive of everything that we want to do with the game. It's been a long time. I've been a fan of this my whole life, and I couldn't be more excited to show you what the team here has been up to.
Yes, please show us. Oh my god, I'm really excited. Oh my god, I love the Wolfenstein games. They are so good.
While you were playing your pointless game, I was playing you.
Nice.
Maybe you should have built yourself a life of meaning instead of ending up here, dead and forgotten in the sense of Africa.
Ouch. Looks pretty good. The characters. Lucasfilm games.
Myths.
Ah, nice puzzles.
different ways to interpret the past.
The real question is, how did they implement the whip? Because that could be... It all comes down to that.
Scattered and buried.
Yeah, you've got puzzles. Lots of puzzles, which is nice.
You can't just run away from your problems, Indiana.
Watch me.
Got stealth. Nice. You've got the scream.
Mankind has built sites of great spiritual significance. If you were to draw a line through these ancient sites around the globe, you get a perfectly aligned circle.
Got some Spider-Man action going on.
I've had run-ins with these guys before.
Looks good though.
Trust me. It ain't a walk in the park.
Okay then, let's see if you can keep up.
What do you mean if I could keep up? Patron of the fallen angels. Protector of the Circulimani. The Great Circle.
And the Great Circle. Indy and the Great Circle. And great.
You have any idea how old that was?
He dropped the antique.
Indiana Jones is such
That looks really
an iconic
good.
character, and he means so much to so many people.
The whip seems to be a lot of
Everyone
fun
here in the
too,
studio has
which is
their own
really
unique
nice.
stories and memories.
I was very worried about
Most of
that
us grew
actually.
up with his adventures and have been fans of the movies and the character for years. He's a brilliant archaeologist, he's a charismatic everyman, he's passionate and determined. And for us, he's synonymous with adventure.
Now we have the opportunity to tell a new Indiana Jones story for a modern gaming audience. Our game is all about putting you in Indy's shoes, letting you see and feel what he sees and feels. For us at Machine Games, we do that best through first person. It's the ideal perspective to bring you into the rich, exciting and interactive world we've built. We believe that being up close and personal to the adventure is key, making each action
Makes sense.
feel like your own.
Whether it's cracking your whip, solving puzzles in ancient temples, or seeing your knuckles go bloody in a fistfight, all of these moments are much more intense in first person. But we still want you to have those moments. Seeing his iconic silhouette with the hat, the whip, and so for things like cutscenes and environmental traversal, we pull the camera back for a third-person view.
That's nice.
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
I can
between Raiders of the Lost Ark
understand the first person.
When our game begins, Indiana is working at Marshall College. He
And for
wakes up in the
combat, I
middle of the night
personally
with the sounds of
preferred,
a break-in and rushes
but
to confront the thief in the college museum. The mysterious giant of a man makes off with what seems to be a historically insignificant artifact, sparking Indiana's curiosity.
Who the hell are you?
Following the trail, Indiana heads to the Vatican, hoping to learn why this particular relic was stolen, and discovers that things aren't what they appear.
Okay.
Starts pulling at the strings of a mystery, and it all unravels until he has no choice but to see it through to the end, whatever the end may be.
On next plane to Rome. Stop. Need help. Stop. Meet me in Vatican. Stop. Indy.
We always talk about how clever Indiana Jones is. That had to be one of our guiding principles when we were thinking about the type of game we were making. It wouldn't be Indy if he wasn't using his wits to get through the situation. The most authentic Indiana Jones experience we can make is the one that makes you think first.
Sure, there will be some obstacles that will be more easily overcome with the revolver or a gun taken from a disarmed guard. But I think most of the time you'll have more fun, and to be honest, a more genuine indie experience by finding more clever ways to solve a problem.
Makes sense.
Always want to be offering more solutions, whether it's trying a different path through the environment to get around enemies.
So you can go in guns blazing, but obviously you're playing Indiana Jones, so that's not the way to go.
It's an amazing global adventure with action propelling you through your journey.
We have these really diverse environments for you to explore. Indy's journey will take him to the forgotten temples of Sukhothai, the pyramids of Egypt, the snow-peaked Himalayas, and beyond.
We look carefully at each location and the time period the game is set in, and we're trying to make it as authentic and accurate as possible.
We love creating rich, vibrant worlds, and in this game, we also had the goal of making it feel like a true cinematic Indiana Jones adventure.
One of the biggest ways to do that is with the music. John Williams is the original composer for the Indy films, and we're really lucky to have found Gordy Hub, a composer who's been able to capture Williams' essence with his score for The Great Circle.
We also take a very movie-like approach to things like cinematics. We're very physical with our production style. We use a lot of stunt actors. Things like this help us bridge the gap between making a game and making a movie.
They're having fun.
And of course, our characters do a lot to help bring the world to life as well. Next to Indy, Gina is our other main protagonist. Where Indy is pursuing answers just for the sake of curiosity, Gina has a personal stake in getting to the bottom of the core mystery.
Gina is an investigative reporter who has a lot riding on this adventure. She's been tracking a lead for some time, and now she's found an ally in this determined American professor. Their paths are intertwined, and they'll need each other in order to get to the bottom of this mystery.
Okay, then. Let's see if you can keep up.
Fight. What do you mean if I can keep up?
We always love our villains and think we might have found our favorite one yet in Emmerich Voss. He's this intensely psychological man. He's obsessed with the human mind and manipulating it.
He's highly intelligent and the perfect foil for Indy. They're both brilliant people, compelled by their passions and obsessions, but driven down wildly different roads.
He creeps up on you and gets under your skin like he gets under Indy's skin. It's captivating.
Dead and forgotten in the sense of Africa.
One of our models for Indiana Jones and the
He's
Great
creepy.
Circle is adventure first.
I like him.
But in every indie adventure, there are always those moments where he finds himself in the action.
That's been one of those balancing acts for us, and
Ooh,
we've
cool
ended up
shot.
with this sort of hybrid experience that mixes melee combat, stealth, and gunplay.
How you approach any given situation is up to you. You may choose to sneak around an enemy patrol, or maybe you'll just pick up a shovel and whack them on the back of their head. And when you can't use your wits, you got Indy's most iconic tool. Just like you see in the movies, one of our goals has been to make the whip as fun and multi-purposed as possible. We want it integrated into every aspect of the game.
You can use it as a traversal tool to make your way around the environment. You can use it as a distraction. And
Nice.
You can absolutely use it in combat. Everything you'd expect from Indy's whip, and hopefully a little bit more. Puzzles are a key feature in our game. The spirit of discovery is so important to Indiana Jones. Obviously, there are a handful of puzzles on the main path, but a lot of the puzzles are optional and are just there for the players who want to experience them. Epic traps, small secrets, and hidden puzzles that blend right in with their surroundings.
One thing I love about our game is the level of interactivity that we have. We have this world of mystery where anything could potentially hide a secret. The more you look, the more you'll discover.
It's a trap.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
I want to thank you all for joining us for our big reveal of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
Okay, here it
Games is
comes.
known for creating these roller
Here
coaster
it comes.
experiences with huge set pieces, surprising twists, and immersive narratives. It's exciting for us that we have been able to stay so true to the Indiana Jones franchise and create such an authentic experience while still being able to showcase what makes us us. We are making a game for everyone, whether you are very familiar with the franchise or not. Because at the heart of Indiana Jones is an incredible adventure, and I think that's something everyone wants to be part of. I'm also very excited to announce that Indiana Jones and the Great Circle will be coming later this year, and we cannot wait to share more soon.
Did you guys see the guy in the back who just stole the golden monkey? Nice little detail. Okay, show us some more gameplay though. How about that? Release 20. So we're not getting a release date. This is very interesting. So we know it's coming out this year, but we're not even getting a release date at all. Not even a month. Not even like fall or something. So... okay, that's just the recap. So that's it. There's not gonna be another secret reveal. So, Visions of Mana was the secret reveal. That's all we get. Not bad, but...
Our mission here at Ninja Theory is to craft life-changing art with game-changing tech.
My biggest problem is I expected something for the start of the year. Like, next month. But we're not getting anything.
Experience like Avowed is anchored in the world we build.
Well, we do have enough. We do have Palworld coming out. We do have quite a few of other games coming out, but I did expect something first party.
My name is Masaru Oyamada. 今作はアクション RPG 聖剣伝説のアクション部分が強化されています。
I don't know why, but I kind of like him. He seems very like sincere for some reason. Okay. I can get behind this. That it? Yeah, that's it. Right, we do have the Elder Scrolls thing coming up. In like 10 minutes. I'm not sure if I'm going to... I'm really not that big of a... Well, I haven't really played it much at all. An Elder Scrolls Online guy. This event is probably going to take a while too. I liked Skyrim, but I never really got into Elder Scrolls Online and never really am able to get into any like MMORPGs for like longer than a couple of months. So let's talk about, while we are waiting for this to start, I guess. Let's talk about what we just watched. Let me get back to the like overview screen right here. So we are getting 2 games in fall, which is going to be Ara, History Untold, and Avowed. 2 totally different games, which is totally fine. Them being in the like same-ish release window. Then we're getting 1 game in summer, which is Vision of Mana, which is great. That's a nice little game that basically we're getting Senua Saga pretty early in May 21st. So this is the first game that we're getting this year, it seems. And then to hold us over until like Avowed and Ara, we do have Visions of Mana, which is really nice. And then indie, would expect it to come out like November, December, probably November, I would guess. We're finishing off with that. It is a really good year. It's a kind of a crazy good year. But am I wrong for expecting like a Banjo-Kazooie or something? You know what I mean? I mean, Visions of Mana is fine, and I'm totally going to play that. But I kind of was hoping for something Banjo-Kazooie or something. And so the one thing that's actually a little bit annoying is that we don't have anything like February, March. I would have kind of liked a game like that around this time. But we do have Palworld coming out tomorrow, so that's nice. Do we need a game then? I guess not. It's gonna be a little bit slower, I guess, until May. When we get Senua's Saga. I guess that gives us enough time to play through the first Hellblade, right? Before Senua's Saga Hellblade 2 comes out. Should probably do that. Anyways. It was a pretty good show. I liked it. I'm not going to stick around for the... I'm really not interested into the Elder Scrolls Online. As I said, I liked Skyrim, but I never really got into that. MMO stuff. I can't really talk anything up. I can't really tell you guys anything about that because I don't know anything. So makes not really a lot of sense to stick around, I guess. But then that is going to be it for today, I guess. So I hope you guys enjoyed my little reaction. It was a lot of fun. We did get some really nice behind the scenes, and we did get like oh, I just realized I have the capture. I do need to add like the Chrome capture in the background here as well. Well, where was I? What I was saying is right. We did have some great announcements. The Indiana Jones looks really nice. I must say. Looks really nice. And Hellblade looks awesome. Every time they show it, it looks really good. About looks cool. A nice time. And Aura, I'm not the strategy guy, so I can't really say much about that, but it looks good. And I'm looking forward to Visions of Mana more than I expected. So I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to the Xbox Developer Direct. As always, if you did, hit that follow button, hit that sub button down below, hit all the buttons wherever you are. If you're on Twitch, if you're watching on YouTube, every view is appreciated, helps out quite a bit. Hit that thumbs up button down below. Yeah. And I hope to see you guys in another stream soon. I will be back tomorrow, actually. We will be jumping into Palworld, not sure when yet, and we will be jumping into one of the other games that we have currently going on. So do look forward to that. Other than that, well, that's gonna be it, really. Hope you guys had a wonderful time. Hope you guys had a wonderful Thursday. Hope to see you tomorrow on Friday to start off the weekend right. Till next time. Stay awesome. Bye.
justice.